Hey everybody, welcome back to Farming Simulator 25, Zielonka Hard Mode, episode 31, give or take. Pretty sure it's episode 31. Anyway, we last left it in September. It is now October, and we're just making sure everything is properly set up and good to go while we wait for something interesting to happen. We got to get some fertilization done on the new canola field, which was the rice field, but I got tired of rice and the low yield. I mean, there's a low yield on canola as well, but I think I'll do better with canola and not dealing with all of the extra equipment and harvesting and everything. It looks like we have a few more pallets to extract from the oil mill. So let's see what we got here. We've still got 2,500 in raw canola and 2,600 in raw rice, which will be another probably couple of pallets of rice oil. And then we're looking at loading them up here. And that is rice oil and rice oil. The square bottles are rice oil and the round bottles are canola. So we'll load up some more canola for January in a minute. But we need to get another layer of fertilizer on field number 6, the new canola field, which we way overspent getting turned back into a non-rice green field. So I guess I ought to actually put fertilizer in this tank if I'm planning on fertilizing today. Well, now we got to drive down and buy another tank of fertilizer and bring it back up here, or maybe two. I'm not sure, A, if I can afford it, or B, if it's if it'll all fit. But we'll deal with that and come back to you again when there's something interesting. Okay, we got 2,000 liters of liquid fertilizer. It's one tank. And I saw there was a 3,000 plus fertilizing contract down here. I think we'll go do that. Since it's still early morning October. So, yeah, we'll roll through this and we'll see what's going after that. Oh, we made, geez, like $1,000 at 9 o'clock. Interesting. Anyway, enjoy the fertilizing. Okay, well, that's about 800 liters of fertilizer spent on that. So we call that about 1,500 maybe 1,700. Lost. No, 1,500 would 30. Okay, a tank is 3,200, so half of that is 1,600. Just maybe about 1,500 spent to make 3,800. 2,000, 44%. I can't quite fit another tank in yet to bring this up to max. But I wonder if there's another fertilizer. There is. And it's not a bad one. So we're going to accept that contract. That's on 35, which is just north of... No, it's not. Yeah, 35. Wait a second. 35's got a fertilizing and a harvesting contract on it. That's interesting. Well, we're going to go fertilize it, whether it needs it or not. We're also going to go off-roading a bit again. See if we can't catch some more air like that. Maybe crash out. You know, the usual. Right. Alright, that is done, and we have 500 liters remaining, plus a little. So I think it's time we go grab another tank, so we have some at home. And then it will be on to probably just move on to November, I think. I guess I ought to get paid for my work. And yeah, then I guess we'll move on to November or even further, depending on what goes on here. Okay, well that payment went entirely to a new tank, which is fine. Absolutely fine. So, November or further is the next goal. Okay, we're back. It's December. I've been having a look at the prices, and this is the time to sell the canola oil. And the potato processing plant has the best price that's not doesn't involve renting a train. So we're gonna get on that. And yeah, hopefully there's no snow on the ground until after we're done with this, because snow makes things weird. Alright, now one more remembrance. Round bottles are canola. So, rice. Okay, lots of rice oil. In fact, I think we have gone through all of our incoming materials we have. Okay. Well, that's interesting. We got to get this rice out of the way. guess I was... Yeah, gotta get this rice oil parked over there, and it'll just be a matter of loading everything up. Okay, here we are. And it's time to sell whatever sells here, which is probably just going to be the canola oil, but yep. And 15,000 for that. Probably better than what we would have gotten for all of that canola, I can hope. And now we're just going to dump these saplings off at whatever they sell for. Doesn't really matter to me. We are done with rice. Probably only get a couple hundred for them, if that. Almost easier to just dump them on the side of the road and let anybody who wants them take them. But anyway, I'll just drop them at the farmer's market probably. And then it's on again. Go through the months and awaiting something interesting to happen. Although I'm fast approaching the ability to buy something useful. Possibly we get a hoe so we can do hoeing contracts, and also do herbicide-free weeding in our own fields, which would be good. Be very good. Yeah, 600 for all of that. Alright, well, we've made a decent amount today on that stuff. The oil for 15,000. Yeah, I definitely think we want to use some of these fields to feed chickens and get eggs and whatnot out of that. We could also be running in new fields for grass, but we could be running grass and maybe sheep or goats or both. Eventually we'll be able to afford dealing with cows, but I don't like the open area cow farming. The big one with the automated milking system is just like the chickens, the only one I'm really willing to deal with. If you can't go big, why go at all? Is my motto on that. What I think we can do is there we go. can do is get this rice loaded up. I don't think we're gonna need the trailer for anything else. But then again, who knows? I'll just leave it be for the moment. Right, so we've got 40,000. That's almost enough for the house. Maxi roll green line. Oh, that's a grass roller. Okay. That wouldn't be a bad thing to have. But if we're gonna go for sheep and whatnot, I think we want a new field. I don't think there's any fields around here worth what we've got right now, but in a couple of months, probably. Oh yeah, 80, 70, 150, over 100. Yeah, even these small fields are in the 60s. That one up there is worth something, but it's not as nearly what we could afford, but it's too small. I want to go bigger now. I'm still quite interested in 9. Um, so that one's good. 17 would just continue kind of filling in our owned area and would enable us to actually put a greenhouse in that spot. Or maybe that's where the farmhouse goes, along that bend. Who knows? Who knows what'll happen when we feel that. That's way out of our league. That one's pretty good and is connected to our existing land. But again, 40,000 versus 80,000, we're going to have to wait. As far as sheep go, if we look at construction, animals, I mean, we could do pigs. Pigs eat corn and canola and all kinds of stuff. But I'm not sure what we raise pigs for. It must be the slurry and the meat. In the meantime, we also look at the idea of getting the planter so we can maybe do some soybeans mixed in with the canola so we can get, because soybeans are a pretty decent paying crop. 6 meters and takes fertilizer. Eight meters, but only plants a couple of things. All right, so the Optima RS seems like a good one. 9 meters, takes fertilizer, plants all of the extra things. I would love to get into sugar beet and start making sugar and that sort of thing. I think that might be more profitable than the poplar has been even. But while we wait, we still need money for forage harvesting and corn headers so that it doesn't fit on that one. That North Star is 9 meters. Does not fit on my little one. If we go look at my current combine, we can't actually even do corn. We're going to have to upgrade to the next level. Which, when it comes down to it, if I'm going to upgrade, I want a real upgrade. 8,600 liters, like, yeah, like up into the Case John Deere class levels of harvesters, ones that have longer output poles and everything. So anyway, enough window shopping. I'm just gonna fill the water and get us to our next harvest time. I will see you then. Alright, well it's February and we're just filling up the water again. There's nothing to do yet, but we're starting to make some decent money on that stuff. Not enough yet to buy anything. The sale is very, very limited. It would be nice to get this absolute CBT, but we can't afford it. And yeah, I don't think I want that stuff anyway. So, and we can't put a corn header on the little combine we've got. I don't know if that's intentional or whether one of them would fit, but whatever the case may be, we can't do it. Okay, well we're okay on water. These things actually have, I realize, a 65k liter limit, but it's not yet time for selling. It's not yet time for selling rice oil. If I can find it. I have a few more months on that. And then our canola gets harvested in July. Well, no. Yeah, July and August. July for those 3 fields and August for this one. This guy is still looking good. And the other ones are too. We need a lime spreader. I'm actually thinking maybe I do spend a little bit of this money on a lime spreader. I was kind of hoping one would come up in the sale, but I haven't seen one, so we're gonna have to think about that later. It might be in field prep. Fertilizer spreaders. Like this guy is really the one we want. This guy's okay, but he doesn't do lime. This guy does lime, and we can afford him. I think we're gonna have to pick him up. With the extension and the spreading discs, gives us 18 meters of lime goodness. We add a cover just for posterity, and we're up to 54,000. We can buy some lime and actually spread our fields with lime. Not this time. I'm not sure it's a good idea to put lime right on your growing crops. But once we've harvested them up, we'll have the lime spreader. I'll fill it with lime and we'll be good to go. Get them all limed up and be happy with that. Actually, it looks like there might be another. No, just a 6-meter spreading unit. Go with the big, and then we don't need to buy a cover. That brings it up to 55. I don't see a horsepower requirement, so I think we're good there. I think we ought to buy it. And I think we will. Yes, we now own a lime spreader. So we'll have to go pick that up and get it full of lime. And then keep moving on. I know I said I wanted a hoe, but I think the lime spreading is more important as far as that goes. So, because we do have the sprayer and the herbicide and everything, so there's not really a major rush on that. Alright, we're just filling up with lime here. Doesn't seem to be costing us that much, although it is going to be several thousand. But that's okay. It's all good, man. Yeah, lime's not that expensive. Holy cow. Alright, I think we might be out of the... Nope. Okay, well, I'll have to remember that in the future. Those spreading discs are nasty. But, yeah, we will be getting on back to the house and just parking this up until it's useful. It was something we needed to do, just like we need a roller too, so we can roll the fields after planting and or seeding and get those seeds pushed in properly. But it will all come eventually. I keep doing that left turn. I don't know why. Oh, maybe there are lime spreading contracts out there. I'm thinking about installing that mod that is more contracts. Give us more varied contracts and more things. We have lots of tools and everything now, so might be valuable. This thing has a cover, so I'm not worried about water getting in the lime and creating a solid rock in the back of this thing. So I'm just gonna park it up right here. And then I guess it's time to move on again. Not really much to do until there's time, except maybe some contracts, but not really even those. Sewing. Cotton. I don't think we can sew cotton. And wood transport. Done a billion of those. Done a bunch of plowing and deadwood. Yeah, I think we'll just wait. I could buy a rock tool and go hit rocks up with the rock tool. I don't know if I think I would have to. I wonder if this thing even fits on that trailer. Now that I'm thinking about it, it does. That'd be cool, but and that would open up another way to do contracts. Loading. There we go. Skid steer loader tools. Alright, we can't even afford it anyway, so it's not an issue. Alright, it's May. Not ready yet to do much, but there is a hoe in the sale. I said I was going to get a hoe. So, and this is a pretty good price, 12 meters. Both of my tractors can run it. So I think it's time we pick this hoe up. So many jokes I'm leaving alone here. And be able to use that a bit later. in order to get some stuff done. Thought I would pop in and do that. I'm not going to come down and pick it up yet. But yeah, so let's see what kind of contracts there are. Maybe I will come down and pick it up, because these hoeing contracts are perfect. And we do have a front weight, so that's good. Yeah, I'm going to accept these contracts and do them now that we own a hoe. Only we're going to do them with the cheaper to repair tractor. And I don't know what we're gonna get on as far as what we need next, so I'm gonna dump these I'm gonna dump this fertilizer while I'm here, and it's probably about time I refilled the water as well, which maybe I'll do off camera since it's a rather boring, long-winded thing to be doing. But we will go drop these implements off, if we can actually drive. I know it's a hard thing to do, but gotta figure out how to do it eventually. I think I'll get that front weight on here anyway, just because I expect it will go better with it than without it. I noticed when they were offering to loan you the equipment that a weight was included in that. So we're going to want to do that. Alright, so I've just decided to do a whole bunch of contracts because we can use the money. And skipping through time probably gets pretty boring, so I'm just doing a pile of contracts here. Just the quick ones. And yeah. I probably noticed my confusion with the weeder, with the weeding contracts. I ended up having to buy a weeder, but now we have both a hoer and a weeder, or a hoe and a weeder. And we're just going to get back to it. 63's over there, and 83's down there. So, yeah, just back to it. All the contracts, at least until the ones I feel like doing run out. And then we'll probably either end the episode or move on in time again. Well, alright, so that's about that. Did a few contracts. There don't seem to be any more hoeing or weeding contracts out there, and I think that's enough for one episode. I will catch up to you next time when we harvest all of the canola, probably, and maybe even the poplar. And then serious thought about where to go from there, because there's so many things we could do, and I definitely want to keep things varied. Chickens seem to still be top of my list, and then either chickens or a corn header so we can do sunflower. That'll require a planter as well, but if we can do sunflower, then it's an alternate crop for oil, feeding the oil. But I definitely think chickens is high on the list, and I think once we get the poplar done, chickens will be doable. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.